Beneath the crooked moon they fled, where wickedness can safely tread. One soul alone through bramble ran, pursued by neither beast nor man. For fears give chase where fears are bold, and some wear faces, so we're told, to never name in waking light. They walk the dusk and claim the night. There came the fear of being seen, of knowing what the truth might mean. It trailed behind in silken thread, with button eyes and tilted head. No voice, no touch on mirror's grace, just empty hands and a stitched-on face. There came the fear of not enough, of kindness lost, of hearts too rough. It limped with limbs of straw and skin, and carried every hurt within. It whispered help in rustling sighs, and bled for those with colder eyes. There came the fear of what was lost, of cards yet played and dices tossed. It walked in boots that dragged the past, and soon found out luck cannot last. A curse in foot, a charm once worn, one careless act, now hunters mourn. There came the fear of growing still, of ticking clocks and bitter chill. It breathed in smoke and tasted dust, and now a canine must it trust. It danced with death in half-closed eyes, and know too well the cost of lies. And all the while the moon looked on, its crooked grin, impious and wrong. It did not chase, it did not speak, it only watched the lost and the weak. So run, dear dreamer, fast and soon. They find us all 'neath crooked moon.
Because last session 2 was to drop tigers.
Alright, welcome back everyone. To session 4 of The Fallen, a Twitch streamed and on YouTube D&D show with some lovely folks. Last session was 2 weeks ago, and we had a massive showdown with a living ghost train thing that was terrifying, and had legendary actions, which the players probably weren't expecting at level 3. After the fight, the train repaired itself, and the Vagrant, a frog-like folk who ferries people to the underworld, took off, claiming that the train could no longer support folks of a living persuasion, leaving the players and 2 folks that they met along the way, called Adela and Philip, in the woods alone. And that is pretty much, if I remember correctly, where we left off. So, mighty thank you for saving us. That's the first time I've seen a train in that context, for sure. I do hope you don't think us ungrateful, but we only have mere trinkets to offer you in payment. And he opens this briefcase and puts his arm inside it, but it's like his arm goes deep into it. Clearly, like a magician's briefcase where it's bigger on the inside. And Philip pulls out, it would be 100 gold pieces, and says, I'm offering you 25 gold each for your services in dealing with that horrendous accident, and as an apology for your poor introduction to the Druskenfold.
We are mighty obliged. Perhaps a ribbon or a feather. And I'm gonna look at the woman standing there with like a feather in her hair, very expectantly.
Sure. Adela reaches up, pulls up the feather, and eyes it. I'm sorry. This is no ordinary feather. Here, let me see what I can do for you. You missed out on the tarot reading, right? Talking to Ven.
Ooh, cards. Cards. Pick a card, any card. Yes, we did not get to pick a card.
She clasps her hands together and spreads them out again, and seemingly out of nowhere, there is now a tarot deck in her hand. And Philip kindly kneels down and puts the briefcase closed in front of her as she starts flicking them out onto the briefcase in front. Says,
Ven's gonna flop down in front and give like a little silent clap with the fabric hands.
she says, she holds out one hand and says, would you kindly hold my hand and think of what you most want in the world.
I'll flop my head from side to side and kind of a little bit of shimmer goes out of the button eyes as I close my eyes and think of the broken mirror that I wish to fix.
In the mirror, you see a version of yourself that's bleeding from the eyes. And behind it, a slew of corpses lie on the ground. And just before you can pull away or start thinking of something else, Adela says, "Ah! The magician! Whoa! A powerful card like yourself, then. You already have everything you need to succeed. You've just got to harness your own power. It's already there. You can create the future of your dreams. You're no marionette letting someone else pull your strings. You're the puppet master. You might just not realize it yet." As the card in front of you is a horrific-looking clown, juggling various strange objects.
Ah, so wise and interesting. And I'm gonna shuffle away a little, kind of,
Yeah, sure.
if possible, just a little creeped out.
No worries. Alright, I'll move the card off to the side. So Philip starts talking again and says, "Folks, I would like to introduce you in a better way, but welcome to Droskenwald, I suppose. Currently, it seems to be about nightfall hour, which in terms that you would know is probably about 4 p.m. I'm not quite sure where we are, but judging by the moon and the tracks and how far we got, I would hazard a guess that we're quite near Wickamore Village, actually. So named the place of Wickamore Hollow after. I think if we take a short hike through the woods, hopefully find a path, we should be able to get to Wickamore Village. Hey, Adela, don't we have an estate there waiting for us?" And Adela sort of grabs his arm and says, "Oh, Philly, I bet the villagers will be jazzed to see you." That's right, darling. Let's treat this little hiccup as a stroke of luck, a chance to see new sights. Okay, well, and he twirls his cane around, and seems to expect something to happen. But nothing does happen. And he says, "Oh, blimey. That bump coming out of the train must have knocked the wind out of me. Well, I guess we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Hey, look, if you're going to escort us all the way to the village, I would like to give you something else. Those gold coins ain't going to do you much good. How about you pull something from our box of tricks here?" And Philip offers each of you one of the following options. You can absolutely choose a +1 weapon of your choice, a +1 shield, a grey bag of tricks, a box with dust of disappearance, or an immovable rod, or a medallion of thoughts. I will paste that into Discord so you have a list in front of you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that was a long list.
That's a long list with lots of options. You can decide later. You don't need these right now, probably. Actually, no, you will need these soon. But yeah, you might as well decide now.
I think I might need that 1+ shield. My AC is pretty low for even for me.
Yeah, as nice as the +1 weapon sounds, because I didn't hit squat last time. I think it was a fluke. Definitely a fluke. We're pretend like that's what it was. And we're going to go with the fun option of that immovable rod.
Wonderful. Is that everyone then? Sorry, I'm lost.
I believe.
Okay.
So.
The Philip kind of leads the way on a trek as you head east. Well, he tells you it's east anyway. He's quite happy to divulge information about the last time he was in Wickermore. He talks about how it's the farmland hub of the whole of Driscollwold, and it's a lovely, quaint place where it's not aligned to any of the old gods. It's not aligned to any particular race or species. It's a hodgepodge, and a lovely little trading village. Last time he came here, Adela does chime in to mention that was about 400 years ago. So take of that what you will.
It's a little while ago.
As the trek continues, you do eventually find something resembling a path in the woods, and eventually can see the lights of the town flickering in the distance. I'm not sure if it's a town or a village, actually. You'll have to decide that when you get there. You arrive at Wickermore Village and find a very small hodgepodge of houses, all built individually from timber frames and shingled roofs. But the empty streets are unexpected. There's bells tolling from a clock tower that rises above, and I'll just get the map up, but you enter the town square. Sure. Can you move yourselves to the right? Over here, please. You see in the town square a weathered statue of a featureless man, and a huge oak tree with faces carved in it. some of the higher up ones seem weathered and distorted over time, but some of the lower faces are quite new and intricate. But then you hear a shriek. I'll try and do an impression, but I'm not sure Discord will allow me. Shatters the quiet, and you notice there's a human shape at the base of the tree, bound and staked to the ground. And as if echoing the sound, you hear a guttural growling from across the square as a pack of wolves seem to be approaching from the other side. Approaching the squirming figure, their jaws slavering and eyes filled with bloodlust. And I will get them on the board pronto.
Oh.
One of the wolves, slightly larger than the others, seems to be leading the pack. They are currently quite far away from you. They're a little bit off the map. Ooh. Sort of about 120 feet away from you, which I'm not sure this map allows. Yeah, so they're sort of, imagine them slightly further over to the left.
All right.
Yeah, it's just the map's not big enough. They don't seem to be noticing you or caring about you. They seem to be beamed straight for the shrieking man-like figure next to the tree.
Is this normal here?
Philip actually looks a bit confused and says, I don't remember such practices. Certainly not in my name, anyway. Are we going to help? You can see that despite his sort of willingness to go help, he does appreciate that you right now might be better suited to such a task, and him and Adela do sort of take a step back.
Yeah, I'll definitely step forward.
Okay.
I just twitches a little bit, but I'll join him up there.
I'll step forward as well.
There we go. As you get within 30 feet of the tree, can the most intelligent person give me an investigation roll with advantage, because you're all kind of looking.
Somebody else has that.
Mine's 14. What do y'all got?
Same.
Probably not
10.
that.
Roll it. I'm happy to hold back.
11.
11.
I haven't rolled it. I'm just saying.
You're announcing your. Oh.
My intelligence was 11.
Then I can roll it then.
Hagen, you've got this. You're smart.
You're smart.
Oh, that's a 9.
Smarts.
That's a 9. Okay.
Wait, did you roll with advantage?
Oh, advantage? Oh.
Isn't that what you said, Catch?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're all helping.
Oh, then 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With a 21, you notice that this figure isn't, while it is dressed up like a human, it isn't making the sounds that a human makes. And it is, in fact, as far as you can figure out, it's like a goat or a sheep that's been dressed up like a human, put in a doll suit. It does still seem pegged down and completely restrained, but it's seemingly like an animal that's been made to appear like a human. It's not actually a human.
That's
Um,
not the weirdest thing I've seen today, but right.
I
all
will
right.
say, given that you spent time to move forward and check that out, I will say the wolves also advanced. We're not quite doing initiative because they're not fighting you as such. I'll say the wolves advanced to about here.
So who are we helping? Not.
Suppose the sheep.
That's a sheep.
That's my guess.
It doesn't seem a fair fight. The sheep is tied down. And you should hunt your own prey. If you are a hunter, I am not a hunter. I'm an entertainer. I'll do a little like jazz hands.
Unless this is some kind of weird thing that they like, I don't see this as a situation they find themselves in often.
To be fair, we literally just fought train, a few hours ago? This is not the weirdest thing we've seen, I think.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't know. That's a little unsettling. Seeing a. You said sheep dressed as a person.
I think it's a sheep, at least.
Also, are those wolves over there?
I'm going to say 6 seconds has passed, so the wolves advance.
Do the wolves seem hungry and
very much so? They are
okay, maybe
like gnashing teeth and yeah.
right. I guess we gotta maybe
Turn to
try and
Felix and
step.
say, if we are going to step in, could I trust you to take the front? I'm not in the best shape.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can try and do that. I mean, I'm not feeling much, but I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving forward.
See if you
Can
can
I
scare
use?
them away first.
Oh, that's actually probably a really great idea. Can I use my full movement to move forward at this point?
Yep.
That'd be, I think, here. So I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'll move up and then I'll just start like waving my hands up. Get go on. You don't want this.
Interesting.
I'll give you guidance.
Yeah, roll either intimidation or animal handling, your choice.
We'll definitely go with intimidation. That's a little bit higher.
It's charisma.
Maybe I'm gonna try the new online. Oh, you can do 2. Roll. Hey, okay. So 14 plus 3, so 17.
All right. You've encountered wolves before in your life, and normally, such a display of aggression and threat would dissuade their path. However, something almost seems possessing these wolves. They are hell-bent on coming towards this goat, which you now notice is a goat because you're next to it.
Oh, that's not good.
Does everyone else? Do you want to convey that information, and then everyone else take a turn, and then we might be rolling initiative because the goat, the wolves will then move to the goat.
Yeah. They're not stopping. I might need help with this.
I am exhausted. I don't have much to give right now.
None of us have much to give, I think.
I'd pull my longsword.
Oh yeah,
I'll
sorry. When I
stand
sync
next to you, and I'll put the shovel head in front, and I'll just go. Whatever happens, I will stand with you.
when I sync the screen view, it's also going to move your chaos cameras. Sorry about
Oh, all right. All good.
that. All right. Is anyone taking an aggressive action?
Could
I'm readying.
Yeah, ready.
Could I use an action to pull a creature from the bag of tricks?
Yeah.
I'll just reach in there and throw.
What's the creature?
And the creature is, let me check it out. Let's see. What creature are you, my friend? Ooh, a giant elk appears.
Okay, I do not
And
have
I'm going to
tokens for
throw
any of
it
this.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to throw it kind of skew with just 10, 15, 20. Yeah, just the
Use
square
the-
above
Use the
and
pointer.
behind.
Or
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Technology. Where is it?
I know this is
Here, I'll
an
put
elk,
myself there quick. Right
Okay.
there.
I don't have the right
Oh, yeah,
tokens,
it's
so
on
you'll
that
have to
side.
do with
I'm a
whatever
numpty.
pig this is.
I'm a numpty. A giant elk, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say, if no one else is doing any aggressive actions, you would expect the wolves to be drawn in and either fight for their prey or be distracted by the elk. But the main wolf actually just runs straight up to the goat sacrifice and takes an attack.
Yep. There's a wolf.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Welcome,
yeah,
character.
wolf. Are you a wolf, buddy?
The timing of the
Yeah, you're gonna get that goat.
Glad to know we
You're
have
gonna get that
in-house sound
goat.
effects.
Sorry, I'm looking up its stats. Okay, it's probably gonna kill the goat. I'll be real.
I tried.
Yeah, okay. With one feral jump at the throat of the goat, it leaves it in a bloody pile. The goat, unable to move or defend itself, is dead. The other wolves actually just hang back, howling. Oh, I keep moving the map. I need to lock the map. That's what I need to do. There we go. Yeah, they actually don't even seem to notice you, which is very strange. Or it's not that they don't notice
usually
you;
that
it's
works.
that they're not. They're almost single purpose.
Maybe we should just go.
I think I might take a step back. Kind of just let them do their thing. Sorry, little goat. Tried.
The main wolf howls once more, and again, very unusually, proceeds to turn around instead of consuming its prey. It howls and leads the pack off. Cool. I will try and do that. Oh god, it's so fiddly though. All right. Out of the door of this bottom right building, a short, portly, middle-aged man emerges, clapping. And he's about to make an announcement, but he looks over and sees Philip, who he seems to recognize. He says, oh, ma! Wait, that's not his voice. What is he? He's the... Oh, I've got a picture of him, actually. That'll help. Yeah, this guy. Well, 1,000 apologies for the chaos, Lord Philip. We weren't expecting you this evening. And you caught us in the middle of one of our sacred traditions. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please accept my sincere... And he gets on his knees, which in the mud is a bit of an unusual thing to do. My sincere and heartfelt welcome to Wickamore Village. I'm Mayor Wendell Summerton. So pleased you finally accepted my invitation to our humble community. He also turns to the rest of you and says, and you have an entourage this time. Well, you're all most welcome, and I do appreciate you adhering to our traditions and not interfering with our ritual. And you see,
Right.
Of course.
You see shutters and doors from around the village start to open up. And people not wanting to interfere, but sort of whispering to each other, pointing at Philip, and then pointing at the mayor and pointing at you, and sort of trying to avoid but get on with their daily business while chatting about what guests have just arrived in their village. Yeah, as the village sort of comes back to life to some extent.
I'll just take this moment to put my hood back over my head, just try obscuring myself a little bit.
Sure. The villages
I guess I'll put my sword away.
The villages that you see are not they're all very human looking. They don't share the traits of like Relicborn or Threadborn or any of that. Or any of the kind of people that you met on the train. They're all very well, they look like this mayor basically, or Philip.
Hello, Mayor. I am Ven. At your service. I'll do a little doodly-doo and a bow.
Hello, Ven. Are you with the esteemed Lord and Lady? And he sort of brushes you off to talk to them. And he goes into detail about their estate that has been kept in pristine condition and has servants ready to fill their every want and need, and sort of goes off on a blabbering like 3-minute rant to Philip and Adela about how wonderful their accommodation is and how privileged the village is to have their appearance, and sort of he does acknowledge you trying to talk to him because he doesn't want to seem rude, and he's not sure how you stand with the Druskenwalds, but he definitely prioritizes talking to them over talking to you. At some point in the conversation, it's brought up that the where you lot are going to stay, and Philip says, "Oh yes, well, I would invite you, of course, to stay at our estate. However, not knowing the conditions and not having been there a night myself, I would like to get a guest ready as such. Would it trouble you so much to stay in the town's tavern for one night or such?" And the mayor chimes in with No, he doesn't chime in with that, bud. Come on. That's not what the
There's a
mayor
dog.
sounds like. We've done the wolf bit. We're past that. Yeah. No, you missed your cue, buddy.
Sounds like thieves'
There's a
camp.
werewolf.
Heard it.
Bud, shush. He chimes in with oh yes, the Green Queen Inn is wonderful for lodging. You see at the mention of the name of this inn, Adela frowns, but doesn't mention anything. It's a weird name for an inn. She chimes up. And then he quickly the mayor quickly brushes that off and says, "Oh yes, of course. Would you like a brief tour of, because Philip mentions that you are new to Druskenvold. He says, "Would you like a brief tour of the town? I'm sure." Oh, I've forgotten her name. I'm sure Alda, who runs the inn, would happily provide a free tour of the town. Yes, and I'll see to getting Philip and Adela into their estate. Before leaving, Philip says, "Well, yes, I do need to see if this mayor's telling the truth. Would you mind coming for dinner tomorrow night? And then we can see if this manor is any state for you to stay in." He's asking.
If you wish us.
Yeah.
If you wish us to be there, we shall be. We are your friends, after all. Yes? And I'm going to turn and kind of look excitedly at the rest of the group.
Yep. I'm a little too
Fine.
exhausted to be a little picky on what kind of bedding I lay down on.
Honestly, just knowing that there's a friend right now has made it so much easier for me to just say yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Here's 10 gold between you all to buy yourself into this Green Queen Inn for the night, if you can find it. Yes, do pop by our estate. It would be lovely to catch up and tell you more about the wonders Druskenvold has to offer. And they start walking with the mayor up north woods. They did not point you in the direction of the Green Queen Inn, annoyingly.
What was it called?
Once they're out of sight, I'm gonna try and check out this sacrificial goat. See if there's anything specific about this. Any sort of maybe anything religious about it. Try to figure things out about this whole ritual.
Yeah. So it's a human-sized fabric doll, made to look as human as possible, but also made to encase a goat. And it has been very meticulously wrapped and staked to the ground to ensure absolutely no escape could happen. The goat itself is very young, very small, and very dead.
I see any sort of like symbols around it, or is it just a dead goat in clothes?
There is no symbols that you can find. Eventually, after snooping around, one of the villagers comes over and says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Nasty business, a dead goat, unless you're hungry." And kind of unstakes the goat and carries it over his shoulder.
Oh.
Treat that thing nice. Please.
That's how you
Why?
That's how you get the best taste out of them. So you be sure I will.
Excuse me. I'm gonna do a couple of forward rolls to catch up to him. Hello. Why? Why did you do this? This? And I'm gonna kind of indicate the casing. Why such intricacies?
Well, I didn't make the suit myself, but that's our oh, what's the name of someone who makes clothes?
A tailor.
Taylor.
Yes, that's our tailor's job. I just source the goat and deal with the remains. Or do you mean because you're new here? Do you mean why did we sacrifice it?
Yes, the purpose of such intricacies. Why not just put the goat out? Why a goat in clothes? Such
Well,
nice
that's
clothes.
just how we do it. I think it's something like the better the outfit, the more the ritual takes, or the more the sacrifice is worth, or something like that.
What's it for?
Well, the old ways, of course.
Which are?
Blimey, you are new beans around here, aren't you? The old ways is how this whole community runs. It's how we get our crops certified every year. It's how the town brings prosperity. It's how we stop people going missing. Our service to the old ways is everything round here.
Hmm.
I see. Thank you. Could you bring us in the way of the, what was it, Green Tween Inn? Did I say tween? Queen Inn.
Absolutely. Just give me a sec. 6 is. Oh, okay. It's actually on your screen. It's this one.
Obviously in the corner. Neon sign.
No, the side is like weathered down. Oh yeah, well they don't advertise it very much nowadays, but the Green Queen Inn's just that big building over there, the one with the stone wall around it. Good place for a pint, that one.
Oh, good. I can go for one right about now.
I just need a nap.
All right. I actually have this as a thing for us to traverse to, assuming we're all heading towards the inn.
I will stop off by my great elk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your services are no longer required. Enjoy. Be free. And I'll just like gesture outward and, and head toward the inn.
All right. The elk
Worst summoner ever.
the elk gallops off, happy that it didn't have to fight anything or die.
Totally thought you were going to try and shove it back in the bag.
Yeah, I did too. This is one of the largest buildings that you could see from the center of the village. This is a massive inn. It has multiple stories. It has a stable to the left. It has a stage on which is a painter currently painting. It has a couple of residents who are sitting together chatting away. It has one who's sort of buried in a pile of books and notes, sitting by the bar, drinking what appears to be water. and behind the bar is a very aged-looking woman who greets you as soon as you enter. Well, hello! New folk, that's novel round these parts.
Hello.
Hey, I heard get a drink around here.
And a room.
Well, yes, drinks and rooms are what we do mostly. Have you got a local currency?
I think so. How much we looking for?
Well, it would be. It depends if you want to share rooms or not, actually.
I only take up such a small space. I don't mind sharing. Or being on my own is fine as well.
Well, it is the evening hour, but fortunately we have many rooms available. As I said, not too many guests around these parts, except old Phineas there, who insists on staying here. And she gestures to the guy buried in books in the corner. My name's Alda Farnham. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I turn to the others. I'm fine with whatever, as long as we can find a place to rest.
Well,
I
I'll state the
guess
rates
we
then.
just.
It's 1 gold per room, per night, and that comes with 1 free drink, and unfortunately breakfast is extra.
How many beds per room?
It's
I guess I'd prefer a
it's
bed per person if possible.
it's a large bed that can be separated into 2 in each room.
We could have a sleepover. Yes, we could be good friends and have many secrets. And I'll clap my little hands together.
Right. I guess we're getting two, one, two. I don't know who all's looking for a bed.
She doesn't even
2
ask what
is
drinks
good.
you're after. She basically just pours 4 pints of the thing that they have in barrels. During this time, and especially when you talk, you notice the glasses wearing man in the corner is constantly looking, trying to be subtle, but not very good at it, at you, Ven.
I will just start looking at him and tip my head from side to side.
He next time he looks, he sort of notices you staring at him and goes, sorry, didn't mean to interfere."
Hello.
Oh,
You are
hello.
Phineas.
Oh, yes, Phineas Trout. They call me the school teacher around here.
Do you teach school?
I do. I teach all sorts. I sometimes even have to teach the adults around here.
What a very apt thing to call you. The school teacher.
I'm sorry. I have seen a Threadborn before, but you look Oh, I don't know if this is very rude or if I should even say this, but you look incomplete.
I perhaps have lost a button or some ribbon. I feel I should be brighter and more colorful. Alas. And I'll look down at my black and white body.
Have you heard of Edwardia?
Have I?
No, almost certainly not. It's one of the regions of Droskendwald.
I have very, very in passing heard of it.
Well,
I would love to know what you know of it.
well, where I'm from, we have the Grey Curse. It affects all Edwardians, and it forces us to live a life of I don't want to offend anyone. It forces us to live a life of not mediocrity, but of lacking the extremes. It seems
I'll
that
nod knowingly. Celibacy.
you remind me of. Oh, never mind. Just will you do me a favor? Will you try and understand the duality of yourself? Where I'm from, such duality. I've seen men drown in their goodness and burn in their wickedness. I believe, just from looking at you, that I think you need to navigate your extremes, not become them. I'm sorry if this is an overstep. I couldn't help but notice you seem like one who would not exist where I come from. Let's put it that way.
Ah. Ah.
I'll stand
I will
behind her.
I will think on this. I will think on this. Yes. I perhaps am a little tired. And I'm just a little discombobulated. Well, kind of.
Well, please come. I stay here. I don't have permanent lodgings, but you should see me for breakfasts here. Or come visit the schoolhouse at some point. I would very much like to discuss what you know about your own duality.
Perhaps. Perhaps. I am quite tired. I perhaps need to lie down.
You hear from across
Yes.
the tavern, a man with a very blonde, scruffy beard shout, "Hey, Phineas, stop bothering the new folks. Come on, leave them alone for a night. Can't you see they need a rest?" Oh, yes, I'm very sorry. Yes, sorry. You're right. You're right. Please, it's the evening hour. It's very late. Come visit another time, please.
I'll just kind of tip my head from side to side and just back up slowly, trying to look like really nonchalant.
I'll reach down, offer her hand, and like point towards my shoulder. I'll be like, "Would you like a ride up?"
Yes, I am quite tired, and you are ever so tall.
I am quite tired myself. And I'll reach down, pick up Ven, put her on my shoulder, and I'll go, "But let's find some lodging together. Come on. Leave them to their own.
Alda
These
sort
people
of
to their own dualities."
Alda sort of shrugs at the fact that you're leaving the beer and just drinks it herself.
Oh, I forgot about the beer. Thanks, Phineas.
Yeah, you head upstairs, and while not the nicest place to keep, there's no bed bugs or woodworms or anything that will keep you up at night. It seems the bare minimum in which to rest in has been very clearly done in this place. The chairs seem secondhand. The linen is fresh but old, if that makes sense. It's washed and cleaned, but it's not new. Yeah, and feel free, all of you, to do a long rest and sleep the night away.
I'll just
Hooray!
kick off my boots, take off my cloak, and just collapse on the bed, and just instantly fall asleep at this point.
I'm going to like stand at the edge of the bed and be like, I got this overwhelming urge to just, and then I just like, I'll put one foot down and then the other foot like Karate Kid posed on my other, like yoga style, and then my hands just cross like kind of like fold out like a tree branches and bending in different ways, and I just stand motionless for the
I will just flop next to a pillow like a almost like a bunny toy that a kid has dropped down on the bed and just kind of lay there flopped.
Wonderful. How many
And the
rooms did you end up
buttons
getting?
on my eyes. I think 2, right?
Sure.
Or did we do 4?
I thought did we decide on 2 rooms?
We'll say it's 2. In which case it was
Yeah.
2 gold, I guess. Out of that 10 gold extra.
I'll put one in.
Okay. I'll pitch in a gold.
So make sure you long rest. Get your characters up to full health and everything. The night goes by uneventfully. The only thing that seems odd to you is if you do wake up in the middle of the night or as you're going to bed, the moon always seems to be staring in your window. And even when you do the shutters, there always seems to be this large looming orange presence outside. Do any of you have clocks or watches? Not in real life, in game.
How many? What?
Clocks or watches. Ways of telling time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, Adela's knocking on your doors and says, New folks. I don't want to do this, but it is turning dusk hour. It's time to get up. And as you rise, you notice that it's still nighttime. There's still the moon out. You definitely got at least 8 hours rest. But there's no day that's come.
I technically only need 4.
Yeah, but you don't know how long that is.
True.
So you're being woken up at what you're being told is dusk hour.
Are you crazy? Are you sure? It still feels like midnight.
Oh. Yes, of course, your first night in Juskenfold. It's always nighttime. It's just various shades of nighttime here. Dusk hour is it's what we call midday, I suppose.
Oh gosh, do you happen to have a better way of telling time other than it's slightly brighter outside, or it's slightly darker outside?
Well, yes, I have a timepiece myself.
Oh,
but you'll have to buy one yourselves from the local market. I can't part with mine, unfortunately.
well, no, I wouldn't dare ask for yours. I just was hoping you might point me in the direction of where I could acquire one because, I guess if I'm going to be staying here a while, I might need to know that kind of thing.
Well, once you're all downstairs, I'll provide a map of the town. That should help.
You know, that'd be perfect, actually. Yeah, let me get dressed. I'm gonna get dressed and head downstairs.
I just claw my way out of bed. I do not want to get up again.
The tavern is
Of course,
empty.
still doing it.
Empty at this hour. There's mostly just dirty dishes that Adela is washing and putting away. But yeah, as you come downstairs and sit around. Sorry, I completely missed what you just said for some reason. That didn't register in my brain. What did you say?
I just said I claw my way out of bed and just head downstairs. That's all.
Sure. Yeah, so we can swap over to the map scene. As she sort of lays out a map on the table in front of you.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, good. She rolls this out onto the table in front of you and says, one wonderful map created by our local artist Gaston. It's a bit interpretative, but it does the job. Now let me tell you about some key places around. Would that help?
Much appreciated.
This is going to be tricky for me unless I get two documents open. 1 second. Yeah, I need to open it again.
It's still loading for anybody else, or is it just me?
That might
no.
be.
I have a
Oh,
map
really?
right in front of me.
I've got a map.
Yeah, I've got the map as well.
So it might be a you thing.
Oh, you know what? It's a me thing though. I can't get the bloody thing to open twice. It's just like you've already got it open. Why are you clicking it? It's like no, I want to open again. God damn it. No, it's very frustrating. Whatever I do, it seems to just bring to the front the one that I've already got open. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Screenshot. That's a good idea. I'll do that. I just need two numbered versions of the map on my screen. No, one numbered version and one list of what the places are. Okay. She says, well, of course, you've got the stables next door with Mariana. Wonderful lady. Where is Beef? Across the square is the station and jail. Then you were talking to the mayor yesterday, weren't you?
That is how he presented himself.
He would have come out of the mayor's office.
Was more
I
like
forgot
glistening.
his. What did he say his name was?
Mayor
Mayor-
Wendell.
Wendell.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
No, not Mayor Bark. It's not Mayor Bark or Wolf. It's Mayor Wendell. What's next? Oh, this is this is a really tricky puzzle I'm trying to do here, where because the numbers are in no particular order. It's like It's like a Where's Wally every time. I'm like, okay, so V5 is the trading post. That's a shop, but where is that? And then I have to look on. Okay. Right, I found it. Goodness.
Do you
Just
know where the trading post is?
just next to the tavern. There's the trading post.
Oh, that's right.
Literally next door. Yeah. That's where you're best to find a clock or a timepiece if you so wish. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Behind that is the apothecary. Mighty wonderful potions. Really help you work a 12-hour shift if you need to. She points at this building and says, "This quaint little place is the barber shop for the whole village. You might have seen him last night. He was the blonde fellow who shouted across the bar. He does the well, he does a lot for the town. He's kind of our surgeon as well. It's complicated, but if you do get injured, I would recommend, or if your hair grows too long or beard needs a trim."
Oh, I might need to get me one of those. Yep. I think it's been growing out a little bit. Too much.
Just next to that is the.
I just stare at his skeleton head and just. I don't say anything. I just stare.
Just next to that is the schoolhouse. It's where Phineas cares for our the children of Wickamore, and occasionally does adult tutoring lessons, and it's full of books as well. It's somewhat of a library. Then we have the next place, which I can't find again because this is so tricky. I'm literally playing Where's Wally every time. Why is this not in any order? Why would you not just go left to right or something like that? It's in like an outward spiraling order, but it's really hard to follow.
Oh my god.
Where is V10? Oh,
Too
okay.
intricate.
That's just that. Okay. Okay, yeah, you wouldn't need to know that. You wouldn't need to know that. 15, you would.
I don't know about the rest of you, but the schoolhouse and talking with Phineas about this duality sparks my interest.
Perhaps. Extremes, though, extremes. Oh, some can be good. Yes, happiness and joy. Those are good. Others, no, not so much. Perhaps it is not good to be dualistic.
I think you being you is the first and foremost thing you should be.
Or maybe
Regardless
Phineas is
of
full of
your
shit. He
duality.
doesn't know what he's talking about. This is the bakery. This is the butcher's.
That is what I tend to find out.
Those are the best places to eat around here, really. That's where I get my ingredients. And of course, you arrived here with the Druskenwalds. Their estate is far up north. I think that's it in terms of the important.
Here.
Oh no, further north than that, up here.
Oh, like much further north.
Yes. Yeah. I believe that's it in terms of places you would perhaps need to visit, but of course, everywhere else is
This right here.
Post offices
on the map.
and no, this.
The gazebo. We need the gazebo.
The gazebo is actually named and numbered. Give me a sec. Oh, okay. It's literally. Oh yeah, that's just a pavilion where people sit and have lunch.
Oh, okay, all right.
What's the area right next to it? This strange building here.
Oh, this would have been a much better way of doing things, because now I can actually... Okay, we should have done this from the beginning. Have you asked all about places. Because that's much easier
Let
to
us
find
play
them.
Where's Waldo.
Yeah. Oh, that's it's an abandoned church. It's a church to a religion that isn't really practiced around here, and frankly, never really cared for the old ways, so no one really visits it anymore. You might find
Wait, hold on.
you might find a pilgrim there or two, but they soon come round.
So the old church is for the old ways?
No, that church is not for the old ways. That's why it's been abandoned.
Okay, that's why I was a little confused. Like, it seems like you're still practicing a little bit at least, so I don't know why the church would be so dilapidated. But that makes sense.
Ah, yes. Well, the old ways keep us in check around here. It's how everything keeps running.
How interesting. Yes, very, very interesting. I'm gonna reach into my pack and just kind of pull out my hand mirror and kind of wander away looking into my mirror
Sure.
as I think.
Oh yes. Also, let me tell you about the places you can go around. Wickamore. There's to the east we have the fertile farmland that's been growing all our crops. Down in the bottom of the valley we have a bit of a swamp, and I wouldn't recommend going there. There's a woods to the northwest that's actually I wouldn't really recommend going there either. That's full of... Anyway, the west is where you see those mountain ranges. Well, there's not much there either, actually. But the also to the west is the Moonsong Lake, a wonderful lake. It's almost always raining. Infinite source of wonderful water for our village. Yes. Just don't wander off into the mountains around it. And oh, there's also the Witchwood. I believe you possibly came from there, if the rumors are to be believed.
That's what that's called.
Yes, the Witchwood. It's a well, that's normally where people leave and don't come back, but it's very unusual for us to have people arrive from there.
How unusual.
Yes, as you can see, all of the most of the main delights are in the village itself. There's not much to see around.
Which direction did she say the Witchwoods was?
East. No, wait.
'Cause that was the farmlands.
Yeah, east. Yeah.
It's also east.
Yes, it is also east.
Okay.
Because west is the mountains and the river. North is a place called Heart's Blight Forest, and south is the swamp.
Alda, can we keep the map?
This one is my personal one. You could have oh, I forgot his name. You could have the artist draw you a new one.
Yes.
Gaston.
If
That's
he
his name.
arrives before we come back, will you have him start a map for us?
Oh, yes, I could. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
The last few nights he's been providing entertainment for the bar by drawing caricatures of various guests, but last night he drew a wonderful recreation of the ritual that was taking place, and yes, I'm sure he would be happy to commission a new map. And with that, she sort of rolls up her current one. So yes, I
Might
don't know how
I
long you'll
ask
be
you?
staying in Wickermore, but we welcome visitors with and guests and new residents with open arms.
Might I ask you a few quick questions, if that's right, miss?
Oh, of course.
Forgive me if this is rude or something, but are is everyone here? Are all the individuals who live in this village those who have passed on? I mean,
Oh, well, in a ways, I suppose. You see, Druskenwald, while not quite being an afterlife, it does allow for, how to say, reproduction. However, those who are born here are tethered. They can never leave. So some might say they are stuck in an afterlife of sorts. I prefer to have a more positive view of it and say I'm allowed to run a bar. I'm allowed to have patrons and make money, and if that's an afterlife, then that's one I want to have.
I see. A, a more personal question. You've seen a lot of people come and go from this place, I assume, right?
More than I could count.
Did you have within maybe say the past year or so? Have you seen anyone come through who primarily wears red? Like I show her the cloak, like the cloak I'm wearing. Anyone who wears some sort of red akin to this. I'm not good at the best at explaining things, but
Well, my memory is a bit fuzzy, and she sort of holds out her hand expectingly.
sorry, what was that last part again?
She holds out her hand expectingly.
I'll gently and a little bit hesitantly take it.
Oh, no, dear. I meant my memory's fuzzy, as in, um, such information is not given for free around here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll hand her 5 gold.
Well, please let me study the cloak. and she she says, which fella in particular are you chasing?
I suppose anyone that you might have called, I suppose.
Well, I'll have a think about it and get back to you on that one. I am confident that somewhere I might have a guest log or something from someone.
I see. I'll
There is also
come back and ask.
there's a tailor in town. You could ask if such cloth was worked on or repaired.
Oh, yes. Which way is that again?
Oh God, don't do that.
Sorry.
Now it's double words, Wally. I've got to find the section on the tailor, then find the picture. Ah! Oh yeah, it's this house. And she points on the map to where the tailor's is that I definitely know.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll just quickly make my way out.
Okie dokie. We will take a quick break here. Because it's been a while. But yeah, we'll soon return. Thank you for watching so far. Welcome to the village. Be right back. All right, and we're back. Yeah, I would say right now is a good time to either choose a place to go to explore or choose a shop to go to buy stuff, or because you woke up at midday, you've only got a couple of hours before probably getting changed and going to the meal with Philip and Adela. So maybe buying new fancier clothes is a good idea. It's entirely up to you where you go and what you do. Just let us know.
I would like to go check the marketplace just to kind of see what they have. Specifically, I would be looking specifically for a timepiece, but if there happens to be anything else that catches our eyes or whatever, I think that'd be a good idea.
Sure. So this village doesn't exactly have great trade, and it's not exactly got like a weapons shop or anything like that. It has a very detailed local shop called Tolliver's Trading Post. And as you go inside, there's some food. There is simple weapons, and there is some interesting trade goods. So, immediately greeted by a... Oh, I need to get his picture up. Oh, that's annoying. Give me a sec to get his picture. But by a man called Balthus Tolliver.
Is that Marcus?
Baltus.
Baltus. Jeez, I wrote down market, and all I was like, oh, that's probably his name too, right?
Where am I saving it to? Why is technology really against me today? I'm saving it to a folder in my downloads. Okay. import, rename, Baltus. Save. Done. Drag in. There we go.
I was also gonna see if they happen to have like instruments by chance, but if not, that's also cool.
Yeah, I believe the shop won't sell instruments. There's no other shop in the town that would do it, so yeah. Baltus is a man of culture, so instruments would be right up his street for sure. Let me know what you're after, and I will let you know if he has it.
Instruments? As in music?
I used to pluck the guitar strings once in a while back home, but it's been a little while since I've had one, since I've been on the road and, well, since the train and whatnot. So I was figuring I could see if I could pick up a new one or a
We
used one,
could
either way.
play. We could play together. You and I. Of
Well,
course,
hey, it's
first we must be
been a while.
formally introduced. I am Ven, at your service.
You speaking to Baltus? Sorry.
I'm actually talking to Felix because
Okay,
we've
that's
not
what I
actually
thought.
been
I
introduced to
just,
one
I
another.
don't think
We've
we
just kind
actually
of been
have
hanging around
been.
for
Oh,
like a whole day.
yeah.
Oh, hey, you, what's your name?
Hey, guy that's been with us now for a couple of days. Uh, 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 actually, yeah, good to meet you. I'm glad to know you're not uh half tiger, I guess. That was a little scary, but yeah, I'm Felix. Uh, and I guess it's been a pleasure to be with you. Uh, can't say
Yes,
that I've had bad company.
the pleasure is mine. It is my pleasure. And I'll shake his hand if he'll let me, just very floppy wrist, but excitable.
He's gonna see that you go in for the handshake, and it's gonna start off as a very like firm handshake, and then he's gonna realize that like you don't have a very firm handshake, and he's gonna kind of like release a little bit to not crush your hand.
Oh,
Well, I'd
this
be delighted to play. Again, it's been a while, so my plucking's a little bad. I think we'd have to see.
well, yes, and practice makes perfect. And I'll just jingle my bells a little bit on my head and do a little skip and a pirouette and just like super energized and excited because of the prospect of playing music.
All right, let's go look for this stuff. I guess. You said there's a shopkeeper around here somewhere.
Yeah, so in the shop is the guy who's pictured. But he,
Hmm.
upon seeing you enter, doesn't really greet you. He instead opens the door out back and shouts down, Wilbur, ride on! The kids will be back soon and there's guests to attend. And you see two bumbling humans also come up. Sort of very bumping into each other, trying to push past to get up the stairs faster. One says, "Oh, you're always slacking," and the other's like, "Oh, shush, they'll hear us. They'll hear it." And they both sort of stand to attention when they get to the top of the stairs. And the man says, um, "Greetings, shoppers. I'm Baldus. But I must away. I've got some kids to attend to, so I'll leave you into capable or not so capable hands of my two employees here, Wilmer and Ronald." And he sort of walks out back.
Are they very clearly like his children?
No. These two are not.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're just children in general, or just
No.
very
Wilmer
short?
and Ronald are not children. They are full
Okay,
grown
I
adults.
wanted to clarify that. Hi. Uh, oh, are we gonna look around, or we can just look around?
Wilmer, do the speech. Do the advert speech. Oh yes. Welcome to Tolliver's. No, not the stupid song that we made up. The speech. Oh yes. Welcome to Tolliver's. We can. I've forgotten it. And therefore goes. Yes. We sell everything. Feel free to take a look around.
All right, thank you. Well, definitely take a peek. I'll start browsing the
And they sort
shelf
of
table.
nudge one another so that one of them goes and stands by the door. Also, you notice that while not holding a weapon, they do have holstered weapons on both of them.
The guy standing by the door does it look like he's like trying to make sure that we don't run off
Yeah.
with any? Okay.
Yeah. What are you looking for in the shop?
I guess I'll start with the important task of finding a timepiece of some kind, just some way to tell the time a little more proper.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. You can find either an hourglass or a minute glass. It's up to you. One will sort of distinctly tell you. Oh, actually, I'd say there's three types. Getting progressively more expensive. One will tell you the time zone, like period of time you're in. One will tell you the hour, and one will tell you the minute, and the hour, and the yeah. They get
Like
progressively
down to
more
the.
specific.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna. I guess I'll start with the one that tells by the hour. How much would something like this run somebody around here?
Ooh wee. That's a fancy one. I haven't even got that model. That one costs 5 gold.
Oh, that's a mighty fair price. What about for the one that's a little more? Uh, for the busier fella, one that's down to a minute.
Ooh, Baltus has one of them. That costs 8 gold.
Does it look like he's just making numbers up, or is he like he's got them? He's
Roll
got
an
it
insight check.
down. All right. Let's see.
And great question.
Ooh, my leg just fell asleep. Oops. Oh, I blame my leg falling asleep. That's just an 8.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Hmm. I wish I'd have thought that. Oh no. Oh. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind for a moment. And I'm gonna quickly try and scan around to see if I can find a guitar by chance.
Sure, why not? There's a guitar there.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna give it a little strum and kind of motion to it. How much for this bit, pretty fella here?
Let me pick it up. Well, that is a wonderful guitar, and I believe Ronald, didn't you tune that one yourself and make sure it's all in working condition? Yes, I did. So because of the extra love and care, I even polished it. It's going to be 10 gold.
Ven's gonna go up and look it over and strum the like try to make a chord, but what I'd like to do is if I could like use a sleight of hand or something to make it sound like it's out of tune.
Absolutely, yeah. Roll sleight of hand.
Sweet. Ah ha ha. Is that a 6? It is. So it would be dirty 20.
Oof. So the sounds that are made are like do 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 do. It's like very obviously an off note.
Oh, man. I mean, I appreciate the extra effort, but I mean, it's gonna take not trying to be mean, just think I'm gonna have to put some extra work in to make sure it sounds the way I'd like it to sound.
Wilma says, "Oh, I'm not sure Ronald knows what he's doing anyway. Sure. Okay, discount. 7 gold. How about that?
7 and the timepiece, the hour one. How about we do
That
10 for the whole lot?
Oh, we've got someone who fancies themselves a bargainer. How about that? How about 12 for both?
11.
Oh, right. You drive a
I
hard
think I like
bargain.
11.
11 for both sounds good.
All right, sounds like you got yourself a deal.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna hope that they also take the gold from that I've had before, and not just the kind of gold that we were handed from the mayor.
I'm gonna
Because
say
they did say that.
only the mayor's gold is accepted here.
Shoot.
I should have clarified that.
All right.
Yeah, starting gold 0. Mayor gives you a bunch of gold. That's basically a starting gold.
Okay. So he gave us. He gave us the 10.
25 each.
You guys
And then
didn't we also get gold from like the Druskenwalds?
I
Remember
was going to say
correctly?
the Trossenwalds, didn't he give
Oh,
us
yes. No,
25
so
each?
the mayor gave you 10 to buy the. Sorry, yeah, the Druskenwald money is fine as well. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, the Druskenwald gave you 25 each. The mayor gave you 10 between you all to get lodgings.
Okay, so it wasn't 10 each
No.
from the mayor. It was 10 as a group. Okay. So the 25 from the Troskenwalds, that will also work here?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I will.
I hope the Druskenwalds gave you money that works in Druskenwald.
All right. So I'm going to be under the impression that Ven took the 10 gold from the mayor because Ven was talking to the
Yeah,
mayor.
I think Ven did, yeah.
So
Okay, so there's 8 left of it, I think. Oh wait, who? No.
Yeah, we can
paid
we can say there's 8 left, and then figure out that,
Okay.
and then because then it makes it easy. Everyone has 25, and then there's 8 left in the collector pot.
in the pot. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just use my own to pay for this because yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, this is my purchase for me, but
thank you for shopping at Baltus Tolliver's shop, the Trading Post. We hope to see you again. Really poorly rehearsed, like speech.
right. We'll be around. And then, unless anybody else wanted to do some shopping for stuff, I
I managed to find my way to that the tailor's shop.
Yeah,
This
okay.
point?
Unless Sven wants to do more at the trading post, we can jump to the tailors.
I wanted to have a quick look around and see if they had like a haberdashery, anything with colorful threads or ribbons or buttons, or would I need to go to the
You're
tailor
better
shop
off at the
to
tailors for that.
get hold of them?
Yeah.
Fair point. Then afterward, uh, I'll head towards where the tailor's is as well.
Okie dokie. Let me just.
I'm gonna tune the guitar all the way to the tailor shop.
The tailor shop is. V18, which is somewhere. It's gotta be somewhere. It's one of the buildings. Where are you?
So that's the barber here. That was the bakery.
Oh, okay, I found it. It's this weird looking building. And it has a sign outside that says "A Stitch in Time," with a large window display showing colourful and imaginative pieces of apparel. As you head inside, you're greeted by this person. Oh, I have to do the picture thing again. Okay, give me a sec. I need to get the character picture up. Also, it's good for future use. It saves them.
So yeah, all I know is Wonderwall on this guitar, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I figure something else out.
It's alright. I've been playing Smoke on the Water on bass. Yeah, this this woman greets you, and she immediately comes across as very eccentric, I guess. A bit overly to the point, as she greets you by saying, "Welcome to the tailors, new people. You here to buy or try on stuff or waste my time?"
Pardon me. I was hoping you could help me with something. I take off my cloak and I show it to her, show it to them. Has anyone come by the shop within the past year or so with any colors, fabric akin to this? I know it's a bit of an odd ask, but I'm looking for someone.
Are you seriously asking if anyone's been to a village wearing red? Yes, probably. But that specific shade of red, now that is interesting. I do believe I had to repair some of that, and I had to mix some bloody orange and some faux gras crimson, and even then I couldn't get the tone quite right. Yeah, I think I've patched up some red like that recently.
You know anything about them? Where they went or they were doing? Any chance?
I'm sorry they left. And when you leave Wickamore, they're not here. And they're not going to be here. Do you want me to patch up that cloak?
Actually, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for the information, and I'll just quietly try to shuffle out.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that. A nice teal scarf would go well with it. You certainly look like a fellow who
We
could
are.
rock a bandana. Why is the
All
music
right,
changed to
sure,
combat
sure, a
music?
scarf. Why not? I'll do that at least. Thank you. How much?
Oh, well, it depends on your taste. Of course, if you go for one of the blander stuffs that anyone could wear, it's silver pence. But I've got some far more elegant scarves that will really make you the standout of town, if that's what you wish. Um, I'll even do a
Just
deal.
something simple, preferably.
Oh, something simple, of course, of course. That's all people ever want, is just something functional. Well, yes, I suppose I do have to sell functional clothes, so a nice scarf to keep you warm in the rain and the winter of this horrible town would be just a silver piece, please.
Right. You take change for gold? That's
Oh,
all I have.
of course, yes. No carry silver around these days, do they? That's all right. I'll get change. Yeah, she quite happily gets you change for that. It gives you back 9 silver pieces.
Thank you very much. I'll take the scarf and have a lovely day, evening, however time works here. You.
I'm gonna look at the timepiece. What time is it?
Hey, good news. We're coming on. It's about 4 p.m.
It's 4. So like evening. There you go.
Your watch also says that it's or as you're looking at it, it flips over from nightfall hour to evening hour.
Oh, good. It's evening. It's evening. Just for the sake of brevity. Anyway.
Listen, I'm closing my shop soon. Is there anything else I can do for any of you?
Yes, buttons and ribbons and thread of colors.
Oh, wow, you are a marvelous creature. Blimey. Are those buttons sewn on or are they grown? How does that work?
They are sewn. All of this must be sewn, mustn't it?
Well, sure, let's go with that. What kind of buttons would you like? I've got, and she literally gets out like, you know, kids have like boxes of Lego that
Oh
is just
yeah.
completely unsorted.
Oh, I
It's like
had
a
those.
massive grey box of just buttons of every kind and colour.
I will choose out 10 like buttons that it doesn't matter what the shape is, it's all about the color. And for Ven, these are the brightest colors that she can possibly wear. But they're like the most pale colors. So very, very, very pale pink and green and yellow, blue, just very pastel. I'll choose 10 of those buttons and then I will ask to see complementary ribbons and bright colored threads in the same fashion. As in, for Ven they're bright, not so bright for anyone else.
Yeah, she pulls out a similar box of discards, I suppose it would be. Of discards of colourful ribbons of a cloth.
If I can find a pale purple ribbon, that would be awesome. And then if she'll let me, just like a whole slew of like almost like embroidery threads, just like a cast if she had a cast off of like a couple of different colors and a kind of a tiny sewing kit.
Oh, I
I
love
would
you.
love
You've got
that.
much better taste than anyone in this dump. Oh wow! And as you see her like lighten up, so previously she's been sort of head down, hair covering most of her face. She sort of her head goes up, her eyes widen, and a big smile comes across her face, and you notice a very nasty looking scar covering a good third of her face. Um, as she is beaming smile. As she's like almost joining your energy of finding colorful stuff. Because everyone in this town just seems to wear grey all the time.
Seeing that she's excited, I'm gonna pull out one of the costumes that I have in my bindle. And this one is like all it's like a deep um green velvet with like gold brocade, and I'll like pull it out and show it to her. What do you think of this? Shall we trade?
Oh my goodness, yes! Please! This is. Wow! This is so creative! This is so avant garde, so out there, so in your face, so revolution! I love it.
Well, it is yours. If I may have some buttons and ribbons and any cast off threads you might have.
On two conditions. On
As
two
long as I stay.
conditions.
Yes,
I must know your name, and you must visit again.
of course. I am Ven, at your service. And you are?
I'm Thomason Ador. Um, uh, you know, folks around here, they might tell you stuff about me, but don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's not true. I really am just looking for people who are passionate and enjoy colours and clothes as much as I do. The people around here, they're just a bit mean.
That is sad to hear. Your stitching is wonderful. I saw your work on the goat. It was fascinating.
When you say your stitching is wonderful, she rubs her hand along her scar a bit. And she goes, "Oh, that stitching. Yes, no one talks about that stitching. Thank you. It's years and years of practice. It just doesn't get appreciated, you know."
Should I need mending, I will most definitely come to you for your expertise.
Well, of course. Although I would recommend also the local physician, Randall. He is rather good at putting people back together again.
But you are skilled with thread and fabric, yes? And
Yes,
do you
but
not see? I am fabric. And I'll just like hold myself out as I'm the most beautiful little dolly in the whole wide world.
you're wonderful. But I don't believe working on you would be the same as working on, um, well, working on anything they get me to work on these days. None of that has the liveliness of you.
All the much more that you need to do it. Please help me with my button. And I will see if she'll sew one or two of those buttons onto um it would be my chest, but it's more like my armor.
Yeah, sure. She'll happily do that.
I shall consider you a friend, and I will visit you for as long as I am here.
Thanks, Ven. I think I needed this today.
I'll once she's finished, I'll kind of show it off to the boys. What do you think? Am I not beautiful?
It's lovely. Lovely.
Mighty fine. Good work that she did. As long as it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt, did it?
No, no, it was invigorating. Look at these bright, beautiful colors. And again, they're like the palest of colors.
Yeah, they match your aesthetic that you're going for. It works real
Finishing
well
out
with your eyes.
your eyes. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Thomasin. Thank you. You have made me beautiful. And I'll give a little bow.
As you're stepping out, from above you on the street, so around here, coming down the street, there is a pigeon struggling to fly, but sort of taking off and landing, being chased by a blonde woman in a cowboy hat as she shouts, "Stop that pigeon!"
Oh,
Quick!
Pigeon.
Do we
right.
see
I'm
it?
gonna run over. How far is the pigeon?
About it passes about 20 feet from you.
Okay, I'm gonna run, and it's gonna make a strength saving throw as I magically chain it to the ground.
Okay.
Hitting a bird.
Like, it doesn't hurt. It's just, catch it with
Yeah.
some chain. It's a
Wait,
DC 13.
1 second. I'm just getting.
I'm gonna cry if this pigeon.
um. Yeah, no, it definitely fails.
Oh, thank goodness. That would have been embarrassing.
Catch the pigeon. Yeah, you managed to immediately react and dive and catch a pigeon.
All right. I'm gonna wrangle it in and try to gently hold it and kind of offer it awkwardly to the woman.
Yeah, she goes,
It-
"Oh, blimey, that was a mighty fine catch you did there."
Thank you. Thank you. Lot of.
We nearly had a clean run. Oh man,
Oh, man.
is it there? I don't know. The streaming button's not lit up. Can someone tell me if I'm streaming or not?
It's the evil pigeon.
It looks like you are. I
Okay,
think
good.
we're back.
Okay, we're back.
Oh.
Yeah, she says, "Blimey, you should join the Wickerball team or something. That was an athletic leap." As she
Just-
gets the pigeon back, she strokes it and it sort of almost falls asleep in her hands. She says,
So, what do you need
go
a
on.
pigeon for?
"Oh, my name's Theodora, the postmaster. And by post, I mean pigeon mail, of course."
I would explain the pigeon.
I do apologize if you have any excretion issues from my pigeons. Some folks like to complain about that more than others, but it is an unfortunate necessity when you're dealing with pigeon mail.
Oh no, it's all right. Think I'll be all right.
Well, unless you've got any mail, it's nice to meet you, and I'll hope to see you one day.
Yeah. No, I think I'm good. When you say you send mail real quick, do you mean just out of out of town, or I
Yes,
mean
sir.
what locations can you send to?
Well, all of Wickamore, really. Not Wickamore. All of Druskenwald, really. All 9 regions.
Oh, huh.
Um, yep, we get all sorts in from various places, but I'll be honest, these days business is a bit light. It's mostly people messaging their old families, um, and we do get some messages asking for exchange students and stuff, but town's not exactly big enough.
Yeah, I noticed you just got the one teacher. That, right? Is that right?
If you can call him
Let me see.
that, yeah. I guess he could be considered a teacher. We call him the schoolmaster.
That's what she said he was. Yeah, that's yeah, that's a better way to phrase that, I think. But right, all right. I guess we'll be on our way. I think we have something that we're doing, right? Dinner,
Dinner.
maybe dinner.
I believe
Oh,
So,
yes.
is that up at the old estate?
Yes, I believe so.
Wait, so it's true the Druskenwalds really are in town?
well, yeah,
Yes.
that's why we're here.
Blimey. Well, that is certainly news. I might have to write to a few people about that.
Do
Well, I
you
don't know
have
how
any
long.
any
Oh, sorry, go on.
mail? Do you have any mail that needs to go there? Since we will be on our way.
No, I don't believe anyone's written to that estate in as long as I've been on here, anyway.
Oh well.
Um, yeah, and she walks down into towards the tavern area. All right. Are we doing anything else before heading up to the estate?
We'll take this moment to talk to Van and Felix real quick. I'll just say, is it just me or just there's something seem very off about this town?
It does seem quite peculiar.
I mean, it's a small town. They don't get a lot of visitors, so I wouldn't expect them to be. Well, I don't want to say they're not going to be kind to us, but they're used to what they're used to.
Still, something just doesn't quite sit right. I don't know what, but
You're talking about the
just
old ritual, huh?
not just that, just people apparently leaving and not coming back. Rumors about the schoolmaster, or the tailor, or whatever. Just have a bad feeling about this. I don't know why.
Well, we should keep our eyes open and learn as much as we can. That way we'll be well informed and able to make decisions and jump to it when needed.
Yes, right.
And perhaps we will find your cloak wearing friend.
Well,
And I'll just kind of run my hand along his cloak.
thank you. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, shall we get going?
Yes. Yes. Perhaps we can walk by the old church. I am quite interested.
Yeah, I'd,
As am I.
I'd be interested to go look.
This man is seemingly screaming, running down the road. His eyes darting wildly. He is out of breath, but still trying to talk and say, Death, doom, pain, the crooked man, the crooked house, the crooked queen. They feed, they laugh. Every step. His return. Its return. Her return. Disintegration. Annihilation. Disintegration. Pain, death, doom. And he goes on like that, basically.
Who? Hold on. Whoa. Sir. What did... Who? What?
He
I'm gonna
is...
attempt to, like, kind of stop him.
Yeah. 1 second. He is not stoppable very easily, not without like proper grabbing him.
Ooh.
He isn't really saying these words to you. He's more like the end is nigh, I guess. Out to anyone that would hear. And
Yes,
he
we
would quite
must know
happily try
these
and
things.
budge past you.
I'll try to match his fervor. We must know these things. Yes, save us. Tell us, where is the crooked house and the crooked couple? We must all be wary.
I like it. Give him a performance check.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. Performance. Oh, sweet. That was a natural 19, so 27 total.
Oof. You definitely match his vibe. And he starts going almost along with what you're saying. Yes, the crooked queen comes, the crooked house, up the hill, the crooked house, the crooked man, the crooked queen, they feed.
Yes, and how do they feed? Tell me, I must know.
The fallen, they feed, the fallen, and everyone is part of the queen. No, the queen is part of everyone. No, the pain, the doom, the pain, the doom, the pain, the doom. The queen feeds.
Is he gesturing to the place where we're going as the crooked house?
Yeah. When he says like up the hill, he sort of points behind him. Yeah.
Okay. Are we the fallen?
Yep, No, I think I was right. Something is not right about this place.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
He sort of
Good
dances
catch.
off, saying, "The fallen, the 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 fallen."
Well, it is good to know what we're walking into.
Likely our last meal. Sounds
Well,
like.
to be. I mean, they may know this place, but we did fight off a train, and that tried to knock us out of here. So I don't know.
But
Like Ben said, I think we should just stay on our toes and keep an eye out.
if they did wish us harm, would they not have already done so? Perhaps?
Well, considering that Mr. Duskenwald seems to not be in the best of shape, power-wise, maybe he's finally gotten it back.
Ah, yes. That is
Regardless of,
something to consider.
and regardless of what we do in their territory, into their domain, that they would have the advantage with whatever they're planning.
But if they wish to keep us unawares, they do not know that we know. You know?
You hear a barking from up the hill, and like a kid yelling, "Shank! Shank, come back!"
I'll take this moment to head towards a supposed child calling out for the dog.
Supposed child. Oh no, we're at that level of paranoia, are we?
Do they have children? Wait, they have a dog?
And I have a dog.
Sure. At the top of the hill is a very fenced off property. It's a grand old house with a massive gate. The gate it's currently open, and in the path just outside of the gate stands a kid who has just managed to catch his large red-furred dog, and is now giving him cuddles and pets. Oh, got your back, buddy. The kid is fairly normal looking. I don't know why I need to say that. There's two parents standing calling their kid in. Danny, come on, come back. And they are standing inside the grounds. So they are basically asking the kid to come back to the estate.
Does anything seem off about these parents? Anything seem off about them?
The mother is calling the child back, and the dad is standing silently. Might be the only off thing you might notice.
Do they seem to be like waiting for
Welcome
like
back.
yeah,
Thank you.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Do they seem to be waiting for just the kid to get back to the estate? Like they were outside to be with the kid, or do they look like they're kind of waiting for guests to show up?
I'd say do an insight for that one.
Okay. What am I
Also,
doing? I have
unless
the
you want to do a
virtual.
stealth as well, they're probably going to spot you trying to find that. Oh, trying to look at that.
Guidance.
In D&D chat, I just gave you a quick update in case you missed anything.
Yeah. And then I will also throw a D4 in there for guidance. No, I'm not going to try and stealth. I'm going to start walking up to the estate. I just want to get a general idea. All right, that's 7 plus 1 plus 3, so 11.
They actually look like they're on their way to leave the estate.
Oh,
Very
alright.
slowly and mostly being stubborn. The only reason they sort of stood there for a moment was to get the kid back with them, but as soon as he joins them, they start walking together out of the estate.
Okay.
On an unrelated note, this red dog that the kid has, does it look anything like similar to Fenrir?
Roll a D100. Flat at D100.
It's a D100. Will be a 84.
I'll let you decide. Then
There's some similarities, but not exactly alike. Aside from the obvious, this dog's on fire.
yeah, this dog is not on fire.
Are we all together pretty much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So, who's leading the way? Because this family will probably talk to whoever's first.
I guess because I was trying to figure out whether or not they were leaving, I guess I would have been first. Unless,
Yeah,
uh,
that makes sense.
it's like either that or Hagen would be in front because he was gonna follow the kid potentially, but I guess I was also checking last. So yeah, I guess
Probably.
Felix will be up front.
But I'll be right behind you.
Yep.
You
can
must
bring
be
up
the
the rear
people
as
that
well.
Droskenfold's invited to dinner. The woman says.
Yeah, that'd be us. Are you here to join, or are we just passing through?
Oh, we maintain the grounds here. And have occupied the house in the meantime. And yes, me and my husband, we're the Jenkins. Very pleasure to meet you. Um, sorry if our kid Danny gets in any trouble. It's a common occurrence around here, I'm afraid.
Oh, he's quite all right, doing just fine.
Well, that's good to know. We were actually just popping into town to buy a book. And the husband is holding a notepad and jotting something down that he then holds to his wife, holds in front of his wife, and she says, yes, my husband Walter wants to let you know, he's not being rude, he just actually can't speak. Yes, he also welcomes you to the estate, and hopes you enjoy your stay. It certainly was a surprise to have the Lord and Lady show up out of nowhere.
Well, sometimes you just gotta take a detour and show up unannounced. Happens.
Did we ever figure out what my medallion of thoughts did?
I don't think so.
Are you asking me as a DM or?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's you can Google it. It just does
Gotcha.
like detect thoughts as a couple of times a day, basically.
Right. So I'm gonna also check my timepiece just to make sure we're like we're on time at least, or maybe early. I don't know.
You're slightly early, but that would be commonplace.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In fancier houses meetings.
Yeah, we don't want to be fashionably late. Like that would be
I
travesty.
kind of just show up whenever.
To be fair, they didn't tell us what time dinner was.
Or kind
Or
of just
how to
assuming.
tell time.
That is also very true.
He was raised to be punctual, so
Can't be punctual if you don't know what time it is.
No. Here's the thing. Supper's at 6 o'clock every night. Be there at the table. I know what time it is. We're good. We're good.
Hold on, 6 o'clock? That's really early. That's like
Oh, it's not.
discount. That's like discount dinner.
No,
Well-
no. You're just getting up late. Sleepyhead.
No. You eat dinner around like 7 or 8.
Thankfully, I think we have bigger things to worry about than what time dinner is.
Well, depends on the type of people you go with. If you eat dinner with anybody at 5 or 6, they're usually older.
Well, Trossenfalls happen to be what 1,000,000 years old, so I think they might eat at 4. Who knows? We might be late.
They might have been eating at 3. Let's go see.
Let's go find out.
Your conversation's interrupted by the dog Shuck lurching out of Danny's hands and furiously barking at one of the bushes that is part of the fencing of the estate. So you're outside, the dog's outside, he's barking at the fence from the outside. And it's a bushy
Very
But
bush.
wait.
Yeah.
There's-
I will slowly approach the bush while they're arguing about what time dinner is.
Sure.
Do I see anything?
No. Not unless you've got incredibly heightened senses, but I don't believe you do.
I'll look back at the back of the dog, and then I'll look at the bush.
Yeah, the mum says, Danny, get Shuck under control. We need to go into town. And as soon as the kid makes contact with the dog, he sort of gives up his idea and goes with them.
I'll just say you missed the perfect opportunity to name the dog Clifford, I think.
No, that's his monster form when he transforms into a giant Godzilla creature.
That's the
That's when
boss
he becomes
fight
Clifford.
later on.
Yeah. Someone catches
First monster
casts them
train.
large on the dog.
Yeah. Apart from any questions, the family are quite happy to walk on and do the thing that they were doing.
Yeah, I guess we start heading into the estate.
As we start walking in, do you mind kind of recollecting the thoughts that got us here? I kind of spaced out for a minute.
Oh yeah, we looked at a map, did a little shopping.
Sure. Yeah, remember that.
Vin got a no, not a tattoo. It's she got new colors going. So
Yes, and I'm like tying up my old white bow tie is now off, and I'm tying this pale purple ribbon into a little bow tie around my neck. I'm bright and colorful.
Well,
Yeah,
that there looks very stoic and handsome.
oh, and then there was this crazy guy. Yeah, no idea what he was talking about. Rambling about something about the house. That's probably not important.
Just
the
look at the
crooked
house real
couple
quick.
in the
Feels like-
crooked house.
Feels like that kind of feels important.
Is the
Not gonna
house
lie.
crooked?
Look at the house a bit, and I'll just go over to Totec, and I'll just whisper to them. They may or may not want to eat us. I don't know.
I look down at me and I'll be like, I mean, I get maybe Felix, but me and Ven, I don't really see the appeal.
Y'all are not the meatiest
I don't know.
bunch.
These people are.
A lot of us are just skin and bone, you know.
Skin and bone.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, Hagen. Like, you're probably the main course. I'm not gonna lie. Stay behind me. Stay behind me.
Okay, very good idea. Good idea. I'll stand behind him.
I gotta
I
get
Well, don't
guess
that
go
we are
smile
the,
scaring them
fix.
now.
if we
Well,
are
he's
not
the
the
one who brought it up.
fallen. Are we the fallen? I don't believe so. If we are not the fallen, they will not feed on us. Apparently,
So
they feed on the fallen. Yes.
Well, actually, then,
well,
Totek, you might have a point. I think Hagen's the only one that fell so far. Didn't
Maybe
he
maybe I'll just go
fell
back to the
early?
inn. I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll just go back to the inn. I'll see you guys later. I'll just try to
Oh,
walk off.
wait.
well,
Oh, no. I don't mean that in like a bad way. I just.
well, wait, no, hold on. We might have ourselves a situation then, because if I remember correctly, our first encounter with the Druskin Walls, they did refer to us as the Fallen.
Oh, that is not a
Not
They're
good.
very
going to eat
good
us.
sign.
They are going to eat us. Oh, good
Well,
lord,
maybe they're
Totek.
not
Well,
going
Oh,
to eat us. Maybe it's just like our souls. Like that's like the train.
not
Yeah, I mean that's
sure.
not much
maybe.
better,
Not
but
sure.
Well, maybe it's more in like in the metaphysical sense, right? Like they're gonna eat us up, like they're gonna like scold us or something. Like I can hold out hope.
What?
I could try.
I
'Cause
promise. I will not let. I promise with all this stuffing in my chest, I will not let them eat you. Does that make you feel better?
makes me
I'll
feel
Slightly.
like
better.
hold. I'll try to grab Hagen's hand and hold it very gently.
Slightly. Is not the way I thought it'd go out, but okay. All right. Let's do this, I suppose.
After you, Felix.
yeah, I mean,
Do you want me to take the lead? I can take the lead. I don't mind.
no, I can do it. I mean, it's kind of
I
my
mean,
line of work dealing with
I
monsters
literally
like that. I've
sure.
gotten
I mean, I
almost
don't
eaten a
have any
couple of times
bones.
actually.
I'm like
Yeah,
the
but
Titan of.
like I don't know. I think my coat will be enough.
Well, I guess you
As
could
they're
make
I think we'll be
cinnamon
like,
for me.
as they're trying to figure out who goes first, Ven's just gonna go forward, up into towards the house.
From your right hand side, as you are pretty much entering the gate, basically, you hear a screech and a squeal from your right hand side, and you look, and a cat has just pounced and caught a rat in its mouth. This cat then stares at you and goes,
I will
and then
clap. Bravo! Well done!
before jumping back into the bush.
Okay, I forgot I have speak with animals. I could have learned so much.
It's always
Actually,
fascinating to see the
take this
circle of
I'll
life.
take this chance to now cast speak with animals on myself.
Okay, good.
I will try to talk to this cat. Hello, cat. I've never done anything like this before. What's your name? Does it say anything back?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Oh,
That's
I
funny
should
Gotta
enough.
look at the
I hadn't
moral
prepared
compass of
for
this
a
cat.
conversation with
Oh,
with the cat. You hear back in the most manly voice imaginable. I'm Wisp.
good to meet you. Do you live here? I'll just motion towards the house.
This is Wisp's grounds.
I see. Odd question. Do you know anything about the Druskinvolds, the people who own this place, what they're like? don't eat human flesh or anything, do they?
Oh, sorry, this is tough. What would the cat know?
I'm asking a cat if these people are cannibals. Jesus Christ.
They're intruding on my property.
I'm gonna look over at Felix and Ven and be like, we must have really scared him. He's talking to cats now.
Look, I told you try not to scare the poor guy. Like,
I wasn't trying
I get
to.
that it could be dangerous, but like,
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to inject reality. And now he's talking to cats.
wow, is that reality for you? That's the reality you wanted?
Everyone has their special quirks. Perhaps this is just one of Hagen's.
Yeah,
I
never thought that.
I didn't either. Thank you, Ven. That's
Sorry.
an insightful perspective.
What did you ask the cat? Are the Druskenvolds trustworthy?
What are the Druskenvolds like, and do they happen to eat people or anything?
The Druskenvolds are people like the rest of you. You eat and eat and eat, and animals are just food. After all, you kill pigs and eat them. How's a human any different?
You enjoy your rat.
There's so many rats around here.
I'll just slowly turn around to my very confused party, and I'll tell them what the cat just told me.
After you do, I'm going to be like, Hagen, I am terribly sorry. I had a very teachable moment there, and Ven really opened our eyes to the perspective that we're all different in our own ways, and, I don't look harshly or judge you for talking to cats. So,
Thank
I'm
you.
proud to know you as a friend. And he kind of like puts his thumbs up, like cricks. His thumb cricks up, just. You're good in my book.
It's a little stunned for,
Yeah, we'll be
for a
just fine.
moment.
We're gonna be okay.
He like softens. Just thank you. Really, thank you. So, I'll just tell them what the cat told me.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, technically, we were at one point all animals, so yeah, that does kind of make sense.
But you're not a pig. So I think you're good.
Well, I think the only difference between that
yeah.
is I think there's the thumbs. I think the thumbs are the only thing that are different. Like I still have those.
I mean, this could be
Well, I
just
don't
like a Cersei situation. I mean, this could just be like a Cersei situation. Just turn people into pigs, then eat the pigs. So,
Oh, I didn't think of that either. Oh man.
People, and I'll lean in real close. I'll be like, people can do that. What?
I mean, considering like what yesterday we fought a literal train, I think this is not quite out of the realm of possibility.
I'd be more afraid of turning into the train than I am a pig.
Well, at least at least people can't eat a train. You can eat a pig, but
Would you still be wearing your stuff if you got turned into a pig? I'm thinking about that.
I fear these are questions we should be thinking about.
And would your
at a
trousers
later
just
time.
cover your back legs, or would they cover both front and back legs?
Would they be considered chaps?
I shouldn't derail my own game. So...
Is there anybody watching us at the moment?
Anyway, I'm gonna quickly look at my timepiece and go, "Oh, we'll be late. Oh, go! We gotta go. We gotta go."
Yeah, you've been
Start-
outside this estate for quite a while.
I'm gonna start rushing.
They're just watching us from the porch, like, what are they talking about?
So this house is a 3-story manor home with a wraparound porch. It's in better condition than any of the other houses, although you wouldn't describe it as new or perfect. It has a barn off to the side. And as you get closer to this large manor house, a wave of nausea hits your stomach, or hits where you believe your stomach would have been.
My fluff.
My bones.
And the front of the building shifts in appearance, the facade stripping away, as the house's appearance becomes shadowed and patchy with mold. Even the ground around you, the grass is now dead. You swear you just saw it all fine. The flowers, where have they gone? It's all just dirt and rot and decay. Certainly smells the part. And the house is... it's not straight anymore. You could call it crooked. The roofs and
We're going to die
windows
here.
all jarring at impossible angles. The house now shows decades of disrepair. And on the porch, the door creaks open. No, Bard, you scared the shit out of me.
That's good timing. The dog is such impeccable timing.
I love him.
Perfect.
Try to be
There's a dog at the door.
spooky,
Everybody
don't
run.
scare me.
Felix, run! He's after your
Jesus
bones.
Christ. I'm like,
Ah!
the door creaks open and Bard's like, there's someone at the door! Fuck!
But is
Yeah.
invested.
What's it been like 3 times this dog is like chiming in a really exact perfect moment?
Yeah, and the form of a man, bent and broken, appears on the porch and beckons you in with a palm that's like clawing back, welcoming. And you hear, "Welcome to the Crooked House, friends. We've been expecting you." And with that, we'll
Well,
call
that doesn't
it a
have an
night.
air of. That doesn't have an
Oh,
air of
God.
evil around it.
We're
We'll
totally,
be
not gonna get, we're totally not gonna get eaten or anything. Totally. It's crazy.
I don't know. I feel completely safe going in here, guys.
Yeah. Nothing bad will happen here, surely.
There were
Alright.
no warning signs.
Nothing we could have done. We couldn't have stopped this. We had to go in. I mean, you're not gonna find out, right? You're not gonna find out unless you do it. Because what if the whole thing is just a major what is it, like a flash mob or something like that, where they're like the whole town's in on it and they're like, yeah, we'll eat the newcomers, and really all it is just a way to get them to buy timeshares.
Oh my god,
like-
the deepest evil.
Capitalism.
Not capitalism.
Now that you've enjoyed your dinner, let's get to the crux of the matter. How you can enjoy living here for a quarter of the year.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm not Brennan
And
Lee
we're all like,
Mulligan. The villain in all of my stories isn't capitalism.
And we're all like, no, we don't have money.
Free real estate.
All
The
right.
horrors of alone.
Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Goodbye. Where's my end screen? There it is.